Okay, so I'm just going to finish up really quick the craft. Hey, Cosette. Didn't want to stay on any longer, during that live since, everyone got the same amount of time for the event. So I figured I would just come back on, finish up this craft, and then I have another craft that I wanted to do. And now I'm cold. I got hot, then I got cold. I love it. It's the second craft I've made with it. Except I think I need to redo this hanger. It's a little... Yeah, it's not staying on. Might need a thicker wooden. Okay, I'll wait for that one for the moment. Hi, Wanda. But yeah, I printed this one on, it was a mulberry rice paper, but I don't necessarily, it's not my favorite material, but I kind of want to use it up. Okay, get rid of these. And then these here, I got, these trims. It came with all of these. And then this darker one here. And then a white one. They all came in a kit from Amazon. Yeah, I figured I would finish this one up on another live. And then I wanted to do another one really quick. And then I got cold in between. That short time. I got chilly. I still have my little bindi behind me, but I got cold. In that short time. Okay, get that flipped around. Lace can be a little finicky when trying to use it as a hanger. So more than likely what I'll end up doing is I have it tied. But then I'm also going to glue it in place just to make sure it doesn't come off. Hi, Sarah. haven't really been live that much lately. Not quite ready for that yet. My joints haven't been the greatest. Actually, the joint inflammation's been very bad. Worse than I've ever had it, unfortunately. I don't remember if I said, but hi, Wanda. And you're kicking me in the butt, Bendy. Hi, Veronica. Again. I know, I wasn't off very long. Just when it's, following an event, I don't like to keep mine on any longer than anyone else, really. So, even though I was the last one, so I figured I'd just start a new live and then go ahead and finish this up, and then I have one that I was thinking about doing the other day, and then I switched during the last event. Because I had over-prepped that one, and for an hour-long event, there was no way on earth that was going to take that long. Okay, so I kind of switched lace. Because the other one wasn't staying on there that great. I have a couple crafts I have to post that I did yeah, it is helpful to have more than one device. I have my tablet up here because sometimes it doesn't always show me all the comments on my computer, so it's helpful to have a second device. Hi, Anne. So like I said before, I did a craft like this one before in an oval one. I wanted to do this one here. I don't even remember when I made this bow, but I made this bow at some point. But I don't want it on here. I'll say I could, but I don't want that big of a bow. You are kicking, Ben. You don't kick your mommy, you poop head. Okay, let's go ahead and do the distressing. That is helpful. It's helpful to have the charger cord. Wouldn't it just be is it not the same one as your phone? Because mine uses, well, now I don't even remember. Yeah, mine uses the same charger as my phone, but if it's an older one, it probably uses the smaller micro. Mine one I have now uses the C, but my old tablet uses the micro one. It's probably the micro, unless it's a mini USB. Yeah, unless it's an Apple, then it would be like a. If it was an Apple or an iPad, then it would be like, what's it called? Lightning cord or something along those lines. I don't like Apple, so I'm not as familiar with their charging ports, but that's usually the difference. Okay, so I'm just tapping this. Oh yeah, I can't figure out Apple either. I mean, I can figure it out because my aunt has an Apple phone. But if I had to deal with an Apple on a daily basis, I wouldn't do it. I had one. I hated it. Actually, the first smartphone I had was an iPhone. Did not like it. When I'm helping her with it, though, I can figure it out eventually. But usually I have to look it up. But I don't care for them. So I'm not doing like too deep of a color. Yeah. I like eating apples. Don't really care for the programs. I knew someone who had an Apple computer, and I really did not like that. And it sucked too because hi Fern. She was taking college classes with me, this young girl, and she could not to do any of the homework because we were taking Microsoft Office classes, and all of our assignments had to be Microsoft Office, like Word document, program, that sort of thing, and her computer was an Apple, so it wasn't compatible. So she had to go up to the college every time to do any homework, which really sucked. Okay, I want to lighten a little of it up. It's funny though, I've heard a lot of people say that they love iPhones more than Androids, but they're definitely different with Facebook, because with Facebook, you can flip a camera when you go live, you can flip it with the screen with an Apple, but you can't with an Android. I don't know, it's weird how they do things. But I did a little dark around the edge. I might do a little darker. I can see it, but you kind of can't see it that great on the screen. Callie, you're making loud noises, little stinker butt. My loud little pooch. She's all wadded in her doggy blanket. Okay. So we'll go ahead. Try that. Get rid of this before I get it all over it. And I'll paint the back of it probably later on. Okay, so I know I just saw flowers that looked just like this. Right here. My weekend's was pretty good. Didn't really do a whole lot, but made it to church. Was about it. But hey, at least I did that. Oh, that's good. I love those scissors. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, your birthday is coming up here in 2 days. The 27th, right? Yeah, because my mom's birthday was January 27th. And our dad's was February 27th. So, yeah. Yeah, I had to think back. It's like I knew they were exactly a month apart. Kind of thinking about maybe might be a lot of green. Okay, so I could do onto this correctly. I just do this. Boy, that's strong. Oh, okay. So I could do... It's coming apart. No, I don't like how that looks. Hold on. Darn it. Okay. Trying to see if I can get these together more. Probably more like that. I am not able to hold on to anything today, it seems like. I knew I had that there somewhere. So I was kind of thinking, maybe not that one in the middle, but doing something like that. Boy, my hand hurts now from trying to squeeze that. Putting that in the middle. Okay, let me set these aside for the moment. Because I know I want to do a bow and I don't want to do too much. So let me work on a bow first and go from there. Boy, that really hurt. Probably because of the rain. My hands tend to hurt worse when it's raining. Okay. I wanted to see something with this ribbon. That's nice to know that you can make a fringe with this. I don't remember where I got this. But this ribbon here, if you cut one of the ends off, you can actually make a little fringe. I kind of forgot about that. Okay, and I want that one. And I'm pretty sure this came from Walmart. And I think if it didn't come from Walmart, then it came from Hobby Lobby. But for some reason, I want to say Walmart, and it comes in black too. I have both. I don't think it comes in any other colors, but it does come in those two colors. Where are you? I try to keep all my ribbon that is kind of all lace or whatever together. Then I can't think. Oh yeah, I do know where this one came from. This one came from Hobby Lobby. This is in the wedding section. The his and her ribbon. I don't want that one. Because this one's a really pretty one too. Not sure exactly what I want yet. How I want it. Let me look here really quick. This is one I had before. Let's see if it'd have to be at the bottom. This one here was also the same place. Trying to decide if I want to do this way or if I want to do more messy bow. how that would look in it. I'm not sure exactly what they intended for this one. But I don't think I like it in that. Hold on. I need to kind of cut this. I'm trying to stick it all together and I've got it attached and let me get rid of some of this. Before I lose one of these push pins and then I step on it or something dumb. Stinky butt, you're kicking me. Do you have to kick me? My little snoodle's kicking me in the butt. She's ornery. So, I do have this that I could use. But I kind of want to try this really quick. Just to see. Because you don't know unless you try. I can always cut it and use it for something else. Oh, probably. So, I mean, can you see that? Very good. You can always pull it out. I'm going to try that really quick and pull it out. Don't know. Like I said, I don't know what they were intending for that brown one. Yeah, Bindi has to always be the center of attention, too. That's just the way she is. But, I mean, the house she originally grew up in, most of the time, had an old dog that didn't really crave much attention, so she just laid around most of the time. And then she came here, and my two crave attention horribly, my other two. And so now she has to really fight for the attention. So what do you think with that brown one? Do you like it in there or not? If not, we can always try this. We need to even it up. For crying out loud. Things are falling at me. I need to do this tighter. Does it need anything else in the middle of it? What do I have? Oh, I guess I could do a flower. Okay, where'd you go? No, that's too big. Yeah, that one's way too big. However, would a flower look cute in the middle? Trying to see which one would match better. What else do I have here? We do have this one. Let me tie this before it comes undone, because I just realized I only tied it once. I didn't actually tie it in a knot, which is helpful if you don't want it to come undone. Hi, Virginia. Well, you know, the funny thing is, here in my house, well, in any house that I bring my little, she's part Chihuahua, part Shih Tzu, and anywhere I bring her, she's the boss of every animal in whatever house we're in. If we're visiting someone, she's the boss over whatever animals are in that house. Never fails. And she's 7 pounds. I'll pick her up in a minute and show her to you. Some of you may have seen her already. A little shorter. She's adorable, but she's an ornery, adorable little poop head. Seriously, we were visiting a friend of my mom's. It was before my mom passed away. And we were pulled up in front of the lady's house, and Callie was sitting on my mom's lap, and I had my car door open and got out, and the lady came out, and she had this big golden lab, and it was a friendly dog, and she opened the gate and came out to the car and was talking to my mom, and the dog just came right into my side of the car and wanted to see my mom, and Callie here tried to take on a big golden lab. This little dog tried to take on a golden lab. And that dog just looked at her like, "What is your problem? You don't seriously think I'm afraid of you?" Here Callie's growling at that dog, trying to bite it, and that dog's just looking at her like, "I'm not afraid of you." But yeah, this is the ornery one who tries to take any other dog on. Or cat. She's not afraid. Are you? Ornery little poop. Yeah, I think it would be too big up here. So probably down here at the bottom. Oh, that was a wet, slimy tongue when she was up here. That short time and she already slobbered all over my cheek. It does not take her long to slobber. It seriously does not. Oh yeah, and she knows it too. Her favorite thing to do is to get her tongue up your nose. It's so funny because Ty tries to be faster than her, and there is no being faster than Callie. She still managed to get a tongue up her nose. Well, she knows not to mess with her. Bendy's a snoodle. She's not a fighter. She'll sit there and cry, but she's not going to fight about it. She'll just sit there and cry about it. She's kind of a chicken. She's afraid of everything. And she oh my goodness, it's so stinking funny. Almost cut my finger there. I wanted to trim those. Or dovetail them, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. She can go up the nose really quickly. But, Bendy's just I don't know. She's a chicken. They go on a paper, and she is afraid to go in there by herself. She's afraid to go in the utility room, and because my brother's cat oh my gosh, has cornered Bindi in the utility room. This tells you how big of a baby that dog is. His cat has cornered her in the utility room before. And next thing I know, Bindi's crying her stinking head off. And just crying in there at the top of her lungs, squealing. And I go in there, and Tammy's just, that's his cat. She's just sitting there by the water dish, not even trying to fight with the dog, not really caring that the dog's even there. She's just looking at her like, what's your problem? But she's just a big baby. She's afraid of life. If the water dish happens to have a piece of dog food in it or something, she's afraid of it. If her feet kind of slide out from under her when she's walking, she's afraid of it. She's afraid of everything. The list of things she's not afraid of is probably a lot less than what she is afraid of. I'm thinking, though, that with the bow down at the bottom, it probably doesn't need the flowers at the top. I just kind of want to tack that bow down a little more. Okay, move those out of the way. I hit a button. I hit a button. Okay, so I think this one here is finished. I seriously need to get a new sticking computer chair because I get sick and tired of this one. It keeps sinking. So I will have to take a picture of that one. And then I prepped this one several days ago. Well, during the last event. And then I just never got around to doing it. So this one won't take long because everything is prepped, basically. You just have to Mod Podge the image in. So I have this printable, which is adorable. And then I have this container. It was one of those square boxes from Hobby Lobby that had a sawtooth hanger on this back part here that I just unscrewed and painted. I'm going to Mod Podge this in. My Dollar Tree, one of them anyways, is becoming a Dollar Tree Plus. I bought this there. And so I measured and cut this strip of grass out. That's going to get glued down here. And then the picket fence is going in the front. And then I'll glue some eggs down. Why did I put that back in? Good night, Virginia. So yeah, this one won't take very long. So far, the only thing that mine has actually got in there that's plus was Easter stuff. That was the only thing that they started doing. And the other one in town is not. They're not very big stores, so I honestly don't know where they think they're putting it. But it looks like they got a few shelves maybe moved over some. Honestly, the one at the other end of town is technically, if they actually used the whole store, it could be big enough, but they rented out the other side, so I don't really foresee them ever getting that side back again. And that one's really not the one that's as good as the other one. And the one in the other town, they're both 30 minutes away from my house, but the other one, it would be big enough, but I honestly don't see how they would manage it when they can't manage it the way it is now, even. It's a complete disaster, and like half the time they don't even put the new stuff on the shelf. They just, it's almost like they'd rather have you have to look through the boxes so they don't have to put it on the shelf in that other town. Because they just always have boxes stacked of stuff that they need to be putting out, and they're just visiting. They're not, the workers are not actually doing their jobs. They're just in there talking with each other or visiting with their friends or whatever, and not really doing their job. Every once in a while you see some that look like they're actually trying to do their job, but then, they have a day off or so, and then they go back to work, and the place is a disaster because the other employees don't keep it up. So I could see how it would kind of make them think, well, why do I bother? But hi, Roberta. So I finished up this craft from earlier. I said I couldn't hold on to anything. And then I'm just doing this one, which really won't take very long. Seeing how I have everything already ready to go. So I painted this. This came originally in in plain unfinished wood section, and I painted it with cashew. Quite a while ago. I actually painted it for another reason. I was going to do another craft with it, but ended up doing this one instead. Okay, I'm going to use... You can get these little squares. They're parchment paper squares from Dollar Tree. And for something like this, I think it will just be easier. Since it is so tiny. Sometimes it's hard to remember who you say hi to. Mostly like when there's a lot of people on, then it's really hard to sometimes remember if you said hi to everyone, like during events. Like, I'm sure there were probably people I didn't say hi to during the event, just because there were quite a few on. Callie's, I think, a little irritated with me because she hasn't gotten her pill yet. She wants her greenie. Callie always thinks of her belly. Thank you for sprinkling. So this printable was one of them from the nesting box. Okay, let that sit there a little. So this came from Hobby Lobby. It came in a packet of a couple of them. Originally, they were probably about this long, and I had trimmed some of them off. It's just a thin wood, so you can easily cut it with scissors. If your scissors aren't that great, I can show you something in just a minute here. If your scissors aren't that great, you can also take just wire cutters and then just kind of go like that, or a utility, I'll just say a sharp tool. and score it several times and then flip it over and score it on the other side, and then you should be able to just pop it. I went ahead and cut it to where it would fit perfectly like that, but I do need to paint the side a little because it has the raw wood there. But I do want to seal this in. Yeah, I need to go back and watch the other crafters that were in the event today, and I also... It should be better because I just have not been feeling great at all lately. And so I haven't even been hardly watching any crafters, really. I had really bad joint inflammation that it got really bad for a while there. Worse than it ever has been. And it's finally getting better. I mean, I couldn't even craft if I wanted to. Because when it was really bad, because even just, the movement that you make when you're using a paintbrush or anything, it just was, my arms just were killing me. But it is a lot better now, so that's at least a good improvement. And then I do have to have the end of next month. It's like the 28th of March. I think it's March. I have to have, March. A procedure on my nose to help with my sinuses because they get so bad that I can't hardly breathe out of my right side of my nose. And so they have to go in, and thankfully it's not bad to the point where it has to be done in an operating room, but I have to do an in-office procedure to try and shrink the spots that are too big. They even had a hard time getting the stupid camera through the opening the last time I went to get checked, so I know he said it bleeds for a bit afterwards, off and on, so hopefully it's not very long. And then hopefully I won't have to take so many allergy medicines. That might not help any. This is the first time I've ever had to have anything like that done. But I don't want to put it off to the point where you have to have the other procedure. But I actually had a different appointment that day that they had me scheduled for that, and I was supposed to have just a checkup at the dentist, and I was talking to the doctor's office, and I'm like, well, I have an appointment that day. When's your next appointment? And they're like, oh, not till April. And I was the end of April, and I'm like, okay, just put me in for March. And I said, I'll just reschedule the dental. It's like, I can reschedule the dental. To me, I mean, I don't have any, toothaches or anything like that. So to me, the dental's not that big of a deal at the moment. So I'd rather I have a higher priority of my nose than the stupid teeth dental exam. I can't talk today. Okay, so we have our cute little lambs. Adorable little lambs. And I do not know if I said hi to you, but hi, Teresa. I'm pretty sure I'm following you. Because I know your page name looks familiar. Well, I could be following you. Facebook has been unfollowing people. So if you have been following someone and then all of a sudden you don't start seeing their lives, you might want to check and make sure you're still following. Because it's weird. Yeah, I'm still following you. Okay. I wanted to double check because during the event, I had to stick in refollow I don't know, I think it was 4 different people that I darn well knew I had already been following. And it's like, I had to refollow them. It's frustrating. Okay. What way do I want this? I think this way. I think I want to cut any extra off of that black so it doesn't stand out. So you can, if you don't have a Dollar Tree Plus or your Dollar Tree Plus, if they don't have this, you can get it at Hobby Lobby as well. Sometimes, and I don't even remember what this said. It might say Table Runner or something along those lines. It might be what it actually says on it. Okay. There we go. So I just cut as much off on the side there because I don't really need it all the way to the back. You know what? I might use some of this. Or not. I need to get another bottle of this. I use it a lot, so I get low. Okay, so I'm just leaving a couple spots. To add the hot glue. And then I need to turn this back towards me really quick. So I'm not pushing it all the way to the back because you're not going to see it. And you're not going to see it because there's going to be eggs back there. I just kind of wanted it so some of the grass is kind of showing through the front here. So I don't need to put that on yet. These are just eggs I had left over from last year. Actually, I should put it on the bottom. I want to make sure these don't come out. Got a lot of glue strings here. Glue strings can be a pain in the butt. That is for darn sure. At least I can. Ow. I had to go pulling the glue strings off and hit my hand right across there. Okay. And another one over here. Now, after the last event that I was, the event group that I have, I had that event on Friday. And with that one, I painted, I didn't do it live, but I painted a few of these eggs for that craft that I had done last week, and I just posted it, or not last week, Friday. I just posted it, I think this morning, or last night, one or the other. And I had painted a couple of these. I mixed two colors. I mixed cashew. I painted it cashew, and then I used folk art acrylic. I think it was in the color cinnamon. And it made it look kind of like a brown egg. Yeah, sometimes you can get really bad glue strings, and sometimes it's not too bad. Okay. Hey, Teresa. Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to go with ivory. Or no, that's not the same. Yeah, twirl it around before. Yeah, I have. I've done that a few times. I just don't ever seem to remember. Okay, I think I'll use this one. I can't reach the other color, and I don't really feel like standing up at the moment. But I can't reach the other color right now because my chair has sunk down about as low as it can go. Do I have another white? Because this one is like, I don't even know if there's anything in it. I should have another one here. Yeah, I do. Okay. So I need to go ahead and just going to paint all of it because there are so many different shades of white that it's hard to match your white correctly. And so sometimes it's just easier to paint it. But this came from Hobby Lobby. And this was in the unfinished wood section. You can also get some that's on wire and is bendable like a fence. You can also, I think they might, well, I'm not sure if they sell these in, the brown or not. For some reason, I want to say I thought I saw them. Let's see here. I need to make sure I use Titebond. Because sometimes the hot glue doesn't stay. I need to look and see how I need to look through my pictures. I did one like this and I was going to do another one. But that's what I originally painted this one for and cut this fence to fit. I had a bunny butt. It's one of the stuffed ones from Dollar Tree. But I need to try and find the picture for the craft because I cannot. It seems like the bunny butt seems too, I don't know, big to fit in it, but it's the exact same size bunny butt as the last one. So maybe I'm just not remembering how I did it. And that's a possibility. I don't know if you remember that one or not, Ty. I think it was one that I donated for that thing that's coming up here on the 3rd that you did the centerpieces for. Um, oh, ow. It was exactly like this, but it had like a flowered background. And it had a bunny butt in the fence like this one. It's almost identical. And then it had beads going up the top. I need to look back on the messages really quick. I think I missed something. My computer's not showing me all the comments. It's like I saw a spot I missed, and then I go to paint it, and I completely lost it. I think I have too big of a paintbrush. Okay, there we go. Boy, that's iron stayed on a long time. Okay, that should be good. I'm tired of fighting with it. Where are you? Really? He's fighting with me. And I'm making a mess. Okay, I need to clean up my mess here. Making a mess all over my desk. I have to fight with acrylic paint a little more, but it does okay. I'm just used to the thicker paint. Okay. I better put that lid. I better put that lid on that paint before I spill it all over the place with the way I'm going. I still have more of those lights that you gave me, Ty. I think it would be easier to put it in before I add the fence. Come on. One thing I have never liked doing is having to untangle anything. Like Christmas time when we would be doing lights and stuff, I'd always hand the lights over to my mom and for her to untangle them. I never had patience with that. I'm doing better at it though. I've used a few of them. Well, I don't know if they were all these. Some of them might have been ones that I had from before, but Okay, where's a good place to put this? That looks like a good place. Now, if you use any of these and you want to glue them on, if they're going to be ones that need replaced, make sure that you put them on. You glue on the side that doesn't have the screws, or use Velcro so you can take it on and off. Which I might do that instead. I don't know if I have any Velcro. Do I have Velcro? You know what? I do have Velcro, but I don't know where it is offhand, so I will just tape it. And then I'll put the Velcro on after the fact. That's what I will do. Okay. Okay. These have a metal, or not, well, wire. It's not plastic, basically, so you can actually use hot glue. Yeah, they are really bright. I wasn't expecting them to be quite so bright when I first used them. But I used them for a manger scene in like a shadow box. I think I used them in a couple manger scenes. It seems like. I have a manger scene that I did in a book, and I was kind of thinking of maybe It was one of those paper mache books from Hobby Lobby, and I was kind of thinking of adding mice to that at some point. I've never used any that have music. I actually didn't even know that they had the music ones. Okay. I'll show you guys what it looks like here in just a minute. Oh, jeez. I guess I shouldn't have held that upside down. It like went everywhere. Jeez. I'm making a mess here. Okay. Okay. And I just stuck my hand in hot glue. There we go. Callie, you're down there making noises. You're being a loud little poop head. Okay. So, anyone who, like, when you're watching any of my lives, if you want to make sure that, like, notifications are turned on, it should be set up now, but, all you should have to do is hit, do, an exclamation mark and then notify, all in lowercase letters. And that should turn on live notifications. You can also, I set it up to where you can, if you wanted to sign up for Telegram, you can do exclamation mark Telegram, and then that gives you the link to the Telegram. I think I did the nesting box one since I use a lot of their printables. So you would just have to type in the exclamation mark and nesting box, and then that way it will automatically send you the link for that. And then I was trying to think. I thought I set something else up, but now I'm drawing a blank as to what it is. I set a couple of them up. So I think that would probably be good as is. It doesn't really need a bow. I can turn the other light off here in just a minute. I just have to stand up to do that. Let me put this stuff away first really quick. Oh my gosh, I have some push pins here that apparently I didn't put back, so I need to stick them in something. You might notice in my lives that I'll start off higher up from the table, and then before it gets over, I'm like really low at the table. I haven't been able to find a chair that I like, so I need to get a new one though. Let me move this all out of my way. And then that was the first one that I did. I did most of this part during the Wild Honey event. Then I just finished up the bow and the hanger. But those were the two that we did. And then I can actually stand up here in a minute and turn the actual light off, and then that way you can kind of see. Oh, if I can stand up, that's a big if. Because I'm kind of wondering. Callie, you gotta move, sweetie. That's really cute. I don't think I've ever been in here with this little amount of lights. But yeah, that turned out cute. I've been wanting to do that one and just haven't gotten around to it. But anyways. Oh. Got my two little poodles. That did turn out cute. You want on the desk, Cal? You can get up there. Just please don't show everyone your butt. They don't want to see that end. What you doing? Thank you. It did turn out cute. And I will find my... Hold on, Callie. I will find my... Don't you jump down. You're not that stinking talented. I'll find my... Velcro and Velcro that on so it's on there good to where it can come off and batteries can get changed easy. What? Now that I'm feeling better, I will try coming on and doing more lives because I haven't been live in a while. I don't know if I have any... I don't remember if I have any events coming up. Let me look really quick. Let's see. Okay, I'm in a event on Saturday at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Pacific Standard, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. That one is a pig theme with the Double Trouble group. But I'll do a live before then. And then the next one in my event group is... the 10th. Oh, I'm in another event on the 7th too. With Double Trouble group. So I'm in an event on... Wait. No, it flipped back to March. Or February. Hold on. So I'm in an event on the 2nd, and then the event for my event group is on Saturday, March 9th. But I'll do a live before then. Maybe tomorrow, or... I don't think I have any appointments this week, so I should be able to do more this week. But anyways, thank you for joining me tonight. And thank you for hopping back on for the second time. Thank you, Teresa. I don't know if I told you hi. I know I said hi to the other one. If I didn't tell you hi again. But anyways, I I do try to send out a telegram before I go live, so if you signed up for the telegram, then you'll get a notification that way. And then if you don't sign up for telegram, just try turning on the notifications. If you go like to each crafter's page, you have to do it from a computer though. But you can go to their page and trying to think really quick here. You click following or something like that, where it pulls up the follow settings. Can't talk. And then you just click live video, and you have to change that to all notifications. Otherwise, it just automatically puts it on highlights. And when it does the highlights, it just basically tells you whenever Facebook wants to tell you. Whatever they consider a highlight, that's when you'll get notified. So, oh, it works on your phone too. Okay. It didn't used to, so they must have updated something. But yeah. Definitely I would suggest checking that on every crafter that you watch, that you really want to be notified when they go live, because Facebook's been doing updates and so it gets messed up. But anyways, thank you for joining me tonight, and you guys have a good evening. I gotta get this little poop head her little treat. She's been a good puppy. She's only kicked me a couple times. Good night. You've been a good girl, haven't you?